This is a giant Asian mantis nymph. Though called giant, it is not really that large. This little fella is around 2 to 3 centimeters long, and he's going to be an adult in about 2 more molts. When he grows up, he'll be 1 to 2 centimeters longer. That is not that big compared to the other species of Hierodula, many of which can reach 11 and even 15 centimeters long. This one is a male, and females are slightly larger. Today, I'm going to feed him a little moth I caught at home. I placed the little fella inside of a jar for easy feeding so the moth doesn't run away during transit. And here's the unlucky moth. It's actually quite pretty, but I need to feed a mantis soon. I introduced him to the mantis. Very quickly, the mantis noticed him and missed. The moth flew down and started flapping around. The mantis quickly noticed him again and caught him this time. Mantids are usually known for their ability to stalk their prey, but this time this moth just walked right in front of their face, and it's just an easy meal for him. Manti usually start their meal with the head. This way, the prey won't struggle as much. It's also more merciful somehow. With the prey now secured, he starts munching away. Now we get a clear shot of his little feeders working overtime. Manti eating is actually quite interesting to look at. You can just sit there for minutes and stare at them finishing their meal. You just see the prey slowly disappear bit by bit. And now half of the moth is already gone. This little fella now is eating its wings, and it's not that clean compared to other places. He just sort of munches the end of it and lets it fall down. And here goes the underside of another wing. This time he munches it more thoroughly and just swallows it. But still, there are specks that fall down. Now he's only using one claw to hold the remains of the little moth, and he's munching away. The other claw is just sitting idle, although sometimes they use it for better support. And now he's finished. However, there's still a lot of body parts of the moth remaining on his claws, and he just licks them away, like a cat does with his paws. He's cleaning every part of his claws very thoroughly. I don't know if it's because he's really hungry or because he doesn't want mold growing on them. I guess it's both. His head is turning around like crazy, trying to reach all the parts of his claws. And after a final little munch, he's pretty much done with his dinner. Now we're on to the Japanese giant mantis. We're not feeding him today, but it's just interesting looking at him. He is of the species Tenedera ardifolia, and it's actually very similar to the Chinese mantis. However, the Chinese mantis, Tenedera sinensis, actually has a few differences, including the chest. It's not shown in this particular part, but you can make out a slight orange patch at the end of his front claws. There, you can just see it. He's very cute, and also a male. This one is also a giant Asian mantis. However, it is a rare color, brown, maybe a slight coffee tinge. I found out that if you slowly place your finger next to a mantis, he'll start chewing on your finger very, very lightly. Its feeders cannot penetrate your skin, but it's just fun, you know, and it might clean away some dead skin. Another thing is that you can put some water on your hand and let them drink a bit, but I'm not doing that here. I'm trying to make him climb onto the palm of my hand, but I guess because he's already started chewing on me, he's still trying to chew. Cheat. This one also has green eyes, which is quite pretty, unlike the other ones who have black and maybe white eyes. And finally, we have the Asian jumping mantis, Statilia maculata. Besides being thin, they also have a distinguishing black patch on their front claws, which makes defining them very easy. Unlike the other manti who hide out in bushes, these guys sometimes just crawl onto the road and have a bask in the sun, and they are slower than the other manti, very slow. And although they're called the jumping mantis, they don't really like to jump. But he's cute enough.